Hi, the deck below is a historic, aggressive, disruptive deck that I've been working on, namely blue-red tempo, blue-red flash. I don't know what people call it these days. This is my favorite deck type. It's something that tries to kill relatively quickly while also providing disruption. The core of the deck are the flash creatures and the adventure creatures. So, flash being Brazen Borrower, Brineborn Cutthroat, Merfolk Trickster, and then also with Bone Crusher and Borrower, we do have the adventure creatures. These, I don't know what, 15 creatures, just give a lot of utility and power. Cutthroat gets big very quickly. Trickster is decent in creature matchups. Brazen Bar were just awesome with that petty theft ability to bounce a lot of stuff. Plus, a 3/1 flyer closes the game quickly against combo, control. It's like our Delver. And then Bone Crusher just is kind of the scrappiest of all of them. It's when nothing's going right, you suddenly draw Bone Crusher, you kill their one thing, and now you've got a 4/3 on the battlefield. So this is the core of the deck. Around that, essentially we have counters and burn. So 8 pieces of counter magic, 3 spell pierce, 3 quench, 2 negate, and then 8 other pieces of burn. So actually we have 12 pieces of burn in the deck. Spell pierce is maybe my favorite counterspell in historic right now. It may be one of my favorite blue cards. Just so great when people are trying to cast their greedy board wipes or planeswalkers. Just deals with it for 1 blue mana. It is dead in some matchups, but so that's the main deck. I also have 2 dive downs. Dive down is just such a utility card. There's some matchups where you don't need it, and so I boarded out. But I mean, again, 1 mana to stop something is great. In the sideboard, there are 2 matchups that I'm focusing very heavily on. First is the red-green or the mono-red matchups. I have 4 Aether Gusts, 3 Lava Coil, specifically for the Gruul or the mono red matchup. Matchups like that are pretty horrible for blue based decks simply because we don't have great removal, and so I have a lot of removal in the form of burn, but nothing for big stuff. So Lava Coil and Aether Gust. Aether Gust can also deal with a shifting Ceratops on the stack because it can bounce it back to their hand or to the top of the library. Lava Coil is good against Rekindling Phoenix, as well as Ceratops. Against Control, 4 Mystical Disputes, Negate, and then Gadwick, I'm not sure what I want to do with him. I just kind of moved him to the board before filming this video. I don't really want him against Control or against Aggro. I'm probably going to bring him in if I run into any mid-range decks where the game's going to stall into the late game. So just being able to draw a bunch of Bone Crusher Giants borrowers in the late game has got to be very powerful. So, not sure if I have enough against Control. I don't have a ton of counter spells. I mean, I have 8, but we'll see. So it should be fun. This is my favorite type of a deck. These aggressive, disruptive decks. So let's dive into some matches. I'm going to do a historic constructed event, and we'll see how it goes. All right, we'll be on the play. I don't have any expectations of doing really well here. Yeah, so I've got threat, 2 cheap counterspells, threat, and removal. So depending on what they play, I've realized Cutthroat is something that you want to keep alive. That's kind of good. So this is good. So if I've got, that is great. And draw some burn. And we're going to pass the turn, and we're going to be able to play 2 spells. Alright, we win game 1. I can't see them winning that match. I was going to counter their next 2 plays plus remove Paradise Druids. So, against blue-based... So Aether Gust might be there, and I guess they're just going to concede the match. Alright, we'll take it. We'll take it. Let's dive into battle number 2. Alright, we're going to be on the play again. Lol. Seems fine. Actually seems quite good. I think we're going to get the redundant burn out of the way. So right now I've got 4 shocks, 4 lightning strikes. That may be too much, but I just found out that I was losing to aggressive decks too much, so I think I'm just gonna keep them off of mana here. Now I did add an extra land right before going this, so I've got 23. Alright. Depending on what they play, I will... sure. Well, this may not be the most competitive opponent here. Do I kill Pelt Collector? I probably do, right? Sure. Just take it when we got it. Alright. Again, I'm missing on lands, so... you know, I think that's okay, because I can just bounce it. And if I can get my Cutthroat down... we'll see, depending on what they play here. Sure. It would be great if I could draw land. Perfect. So I think I'm going to take another 4 from this character. Well, actually probably not, right? Let's not let them draw cards. Good stuff. Good stuff. So Aether Gust will 100% come in. Create a gold token. This is not something that I've seen. Oh, that's kind of cool. Sure. I can't really do anything about that.
With the Arcbow at my side, I can't lose a fight.
So if she pluses, I take 7. If she minuses, that's kind of cool. Let's make this go away. So she's at 1. Sure. So I'm gonna Cutthroat and then Shock.
Apart.
Sure. Seems good. And that Lovestruck Beast can't actually attack. Although now it can. That may have been a misplay. I taint the best player. Not sure what I want to do here. I think I'm just gonna grab. Getting stuck on lands several turns in a row kind of sucks, but they are down low on cards. They're hitting a lot of lands, so that's a problem.
From the smallest ant to the largest hydra, nature is beautiful. You picked the wrong fight.
I don't know why he didn't attack. Missing again kind of is rough. So I'm not sure what I want to do here. Obviously she can plus. We probably lost this game. Again, green mid-range decks are basically the worst, but I think I'm going to bring in the Gadwick. Okay, just misplayed there. Now his Love Struck Beast
I'd get out
cannot
of the way
attack.
if I were you.
That's unfortunate. I can't actually do anything to that. Yep. Think I'm going to take it. Actually, you know what? Let's just trade. And now we'll kill the Vivian. Jesus. This is intense. Did not check to see if that had reach. Okay, so this requires devotion of 5. Sure. That's kind of good. Yep. Oops, lol. I'm just gonna grab a mountain. Huh. Well, I guess we do have to kill this. I was hoping to save that for the face, but it is a 1-1. We're probably dead here. Dodge that. Yeah, we're most definitely dead here soon if they draw anything. That's a big one. Unfortunately, they can just gain 2 life a turn. Yep, alright, good game. Let's bring in those Aether Gusts. And maybe the Gadwicks come in here. So Spell Pierce I think is worse. Aether Gusts come in. What is less good? I don't know. Do I want to leave in Shocks? They had a lot of 1-1s. Actually, I don't think they had anything that was worth striking. So everything was 1-1s. So I don't think I'm going to be able to beat them with Burn to the Face. I don't want to have Gadwick in the opening hand, but seems fine, I guess. My left title's not really an issue. We'll kill their turn 1 Llanowar Elf. Yes. Two Gadwicks. Good stuff. If I bounce a Pellet Collector, they'll just use the mana from Llanowar Elf and buff it up. Jeez. Actually, if I can get a Gadwick down at a certain point... That's interesting, they don't have a threat that they can play here. It's kind of legit. Okay, we need some Aether Gusts. Golly. Alright, I think I'm just going to Gadwick for 1 here. Stop the attack, create a blocker, etc. Okay. Kind of feel like in a good position here. I don't have disruption that actually does anything. That's fine. I'm going to drop this. What do I want to do here? So I can actually tap the Yoro. Does anything have reach? No. So... Huh. Is there any reason... Just gonna Bone Crusher our friend here. Yep. Do I want to take 4? I guess I don't have a problem with it right now. Alright, let's crack this. Let's get a red. Alright, so I'll have 4. Okay, that's great. I'm actually going to smash in with both here. Drop. And seems good. So right now I've got something to bounce. Do I care about that? You know, just get rid of this thing. Good stuff. And when they try to make it fight, we'll give it dive down.
Far. Tear it down.
Alright. That's what we want to do. So I managed to pull that one out without any Aether Gusts. Gadwick there actually really pulled his weight. I was kind of impressed. Knowing they have Yorvo, I don't know. I think my best bet is just to hope that they don't draw Yorvo. We're going to be on the draw, so... Ah, there's an Aether Gust. So, cantrip. Again, that early Gadwick, but got some interaction. Yep. Just going to get rid of this guy now. They always have the turn 1 Llanowar Elf. I always have the turn 1 Shock. And we're doing this again. Yeah, that's fine. Look at them, they learned. No, no more lands. Well. So what are the odds that I want to... I'm going to either Aether Gust or Bone Crusher, yeah. That's unfortunately something that has to be Aether Gusts. Aether Gusted. Right? I think so. Because they'll just drown me in card advantage. Okay, they put it on the bottom. That's kind of good. It also means they probably have a massive threat in hand. So, again, I could use the Fabled Passage, but I've got a land on the bottom that I know about. Jeez. That's a biggin. Sure. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can just have that again. I don't really need... I don't want you to have a 12-12. Kinda seems bad, yeah. Alright, what do I want to do here? I could have Gadwicked for 2, but... So right now he's getting a discount of 7, so he has 10 mana available. So you can actually cast it right there. Sure. Yep, I will gladly trade. Alright, so... I'm going to use this. Let's get a... I think I'm going to do this for 2, so I can hold up Dive Down to tap Galta. Sure. Or Opt. That works too. Yes, that is great.
Close your eyes. Breathe.
-3, come on.
Listen to the sounds of the wild.
Come on. Yes. Doing it again! Galta is neutralized. Alright. So, I think I could just attack her. And it's going to eat an elf. I'm just going to finish her off. This is really intense. This is what I love about Historic. Like, this might seem like just a big dumb green creature deck, but they got a Galta out. So, I'm just going to flash in Borrower. Tap their stuff. I'm going to hold on to the Op because I want to make sure that I have blue cards to keep. That works too. Yeah, I guess we're smashing with everything. I think we got him. down Galta one more time. Jeez. Gadwick has been the MVP. And they're mono green, so they probably don't have a lot of interaction. Yes. Yes. Okay, so I'm just gonna flash Cutthroat in and tap the 5/5. Do I want to do that? Huh. Actually, maybe I don't. Let's see. If I flash in Cutthroat, let's see, I'm thinking. If I flash in Cutthroat and tap that, I can shock that. They'll have 2 blockers. So I'll hit them for 6. Then they'll hit me back for 12. No, because they'll have that. I think not. Yeah, you know what? They're on the ropes. If they trade with him, that's fine. Sure. Doing it one more time. This second Gadwick is unfortunate. The fake out. Golly gee. That's a thing. Actually, I might just be able to... How many... So if I do this, I'm at 14 still. So let's see. If I play this, I'll tap him down. I have to get through with all 3. So it'll be 6. I do want to keep that one. Well, that's kind of great. Well, all right, let's take it. I'm gonna keep Gadwick back, actually. Jeez. This is intense. If we just bounce this, it's gone, right? And then we'll tap their mana producer. I think we got it. Okay. Just gonna get lands out of the deck. For the heck of it. I think I can tap them all out, yeah? Yes. And got him. Okay. Oh my gosh. What a match. What a match. Even against mono green. That's what's so great about Historic. Even against mono green, that was an intense game. So, let's go on to match number 3. All right. 2-0. Let's go get a third. Yeah, this hand looks great. I just lowered the volume a little bit because I checked back on the previous audio, and it was literally the worst. Friend has sleeves, so I'm gonna shock this in. I'm not intending to. Okay, blue green. So this could be flash, could be a. Not sure what it could be, but that right there is. I'm gonna put my less valuable threat out there. They can quench it if they want. What? Okay. I'll take it. I always want to say oops, but I don't think people fall for that. So this does appear to be Simic Flash. I doubt they're playing Spell Pierce. I'm actually going to do that. Simply because my Spell Pierce and my Quenches get way worse once they have more lands. So it would be nice to counter a Nissa. Let's see what they do. I mean, I kind of think... So they're... Okay, they must be holding up Borrower. They may have counter spells, but... I'm just going to take the risk. Because if we drop this... Okay, so they do have... Oh, they just flashed in Borrower. That's really good. And they can't block any of it, so they're dead in 2. Golly. This is actually going to be... If this... Okay, that's a... It's an attack they have to make. They can't block. Oh, jeez. Flooding out a bit. Okay, this appears to be Nexus. Get out of here. Okay, so this is Nexus of Fate. So, mystical disputes are coming in. So we just did the whole Delver thing. Negate, mystical dispute. Now the question is, what is coming out? I imagine that shocks are going to be bad. Oh, Aether Gusts 2 probably need to come in. Dive Downs need to come out. Aether Gusts are probably my only way of fighting. I don't know about Trickster. They don't have a lot of creatures. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I want Trickster at all, because he's just a... So I'm going to bring in... I have 3 Aether Gusts. What else? Is there anything that should come in? Okay, maybe I'll... Oh, Lava Coil. Trickster or Lava Coil? Lava Coil for Ceratops, which I'm guessing they're going to have. You know what? Let's just bring it in so that I'm not just an auto loss. Shifting Ceratops. Such a dumb card. Glad we won game 1. Yeah, seems good. I don't have an early threat, which is unfortunate, but I think I'm just going to do that. Jeez. The land drawing is real. Oh, do I want to do that? No, don't get baited into. It does make my spell pierce a lot worse, but yep. So if they just jam Ceratops here, which they might, or they may jam Wilderness Reclamation. There it is. There it is. Glad I brought those lava coils in. I'm just gonna grab an island. It's such a stupid card. Can't be countered and protection from blue. Just get rid of it. Hope they don't have another one. Unfortunately, I'm really bad at drawing Aether Gusts. Sure. And actually, Mystical Dispute's better in this case. Okay, so we can actually deal with another... I'm going to hold on to this Bone Crusher. We can actually deal with another Ceratops here. Because we can double bolt. But how much mana? Okay, so they have 7 mana, so they can actually Nexus here. I might be able to bait them into it. There it is, and let's just get rid of it. That was good. See, Spell Pierce, jeez, okay. So I have 5 points of burn, so I need to get them... They are at 12 right now. Okay, that's kind of a good thing. But I'm going to save that Bone Crusher until I can get it through a Root Snare. Stop. This is my turn, yeah. This is why I put all of these cheap counter spells. 4 Mystical Dispute, 4 Spell Pierce. Do I have anything that draws cards? No.
I've practiced against many foes like you. Hone your prowess.
That is a problem. Huh. I can't actually cast Brineborn Cutthroat now. That's unfortunate. Okay, we're not going to cast it into their dismissal. Let's just get rid of that. Okay. Brazen Bar was such a great threat. So they're going up to 2. It's their turn. Okay. If they play something... How many cards in their graveyard do they have? 4. The question is, can I kill them? Yeah, we're going to let that happen. And by we, I mean me. I'm going to hit him for a lot here. So they actually can't use Mystical Dispute, so... Let's get our damage in now while we can. If I do that, Oh, they'll counter it. 1 mana short. Wow. The Nexus matchup was the reason, one of the things I loved about this deck type. I think we got him. They're going to kill the Cutthroat. And then I just deal 2 to their face. Do I want to negate? Let me think about this. So they kill Cutthroat. Yeah. And then I just deal... So I just want burn at this point. Or lands. Lands are great too. Or useless counterspells. Here it is. Bye-bye. Oh, lol. Alright. Get him down to 2. And get the rest of the damage out. Wow. That just happened. We just delvered him. Good against combo decks. 3-0. On the play again. This isn't a great hand, but maybe we'll get a concession. So 3-0 means that I get 1,500 gold. So, oh, really? I doubt that this is a deck where they're gonna have many creatures, so I'm just gonna Bone Crusher their face. This isn't really a good hand for facing control, but whatever. Yeah. So, if I can draw like a negate, Spell Pierce next turn, dive down, any of those. Okay, well, we're probably dead here. That's something that can help us out. Again, like, Borrow is such a great card. Brineborn Cutthroat is good if you've got other cards to support it. I'm just gonna let him do what he needs to do. Duress main deck. Actually, I do think Duress main deck is not a bad pick. He just spent 1 mana to get rid of my thing. So I'm going to use Fabled Passage. Get more of these basic lands out of the deck. And I'm guessing that there's a cast down in there, but yeah. Actually, no, because is that a counterspell? Wow, nice. That's kind of legit. Alright, well... Alright, let's try it. Let's get our Bone Crusher out. Okay, well they are taking damage. So they took 4 to kill Bone Crusher. So... Okay, so that was a neutral. That's kind of nice. Well... This might be a... I don't know if this is a match where Gadwick comes in. We'll see. Yeah, if I don't draw something really good here, which I don't actually think that there is anything I could draw here. Yep, alright. Good game. So, discard-based control. This is going to be tough. This is another thing that's so cool is I've been playing an amount of Historic, and the decks that I'm playing today are not ones that I've played in previous times. Like, everybody's trying something different right now, which I think is amazing. Blue-black, those are not blue-black. So, Mystical Disputes are all coming in. Negate. What is going out? Okay, Shock just seemed more than useless. You know, I might just take out all the... Actually, I'm going to leave my strikes in. Why? I'm going to take one out. I kind of want to bring in a couple Gadwicks. Trickster can deal with Thief of Sanity if they bring that in. No, you know what? Let's just do that. Yep. Again, I'm not not even a good player, so my sideboarding probably isn't the best. Well, looks like we're playing mono blue tempo. I'm gonna get rid of the lightning strike. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm on the play. That's kind of cool. Kind of cool. What I would love is a one-drop that is decent for these types of decks. Okay, that'll do. Jeez. Here comes a Thought Erasure. I'm gonna negate that just because if they play Thief of Sanity later. Unless you draw Mystical Dispute. It's kind of good. Kind of good. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. This is a mill deck. See? Dadgummit. Historic is great. Do I counter this? Well, I have to because my land came into play tapped. I should have just bounced it with Borrower. It was a dud. Whatever. Okay, that sounds a lot like a Drown in the Lock to me. Hopefully they'll try to counter it. And maybe they'll only have one. Jeez, drawing so many lands. I'm only playing 23. Now would be a good time for Gadwick to show up. Moment of Craving. I haven't seen that card in a while. I used to pack 4 of those for the mono-red matchup because I couldn't figure out how to not lose to it. Oh, I'm going to grab my other mountain. Well, that's kind of good. So I definitely misplayed back there. I should have bounced the... Well... When you draw your counter spells, but no threats. I think I passed turn. They should have used castle there. You might counter this, but Harold Urk. Get out of here. Watch me draw land. Yup, there it is. Okay. So drawing the lock. So I can't actually force through a... So I'm just going to hold... I'm going to hold on to this Gadwick until I can see how many drowning locks they have. Yeah. What? Why would you do that? That's so bad. Golly gee. Eight lands. I guess that's not that outrageous. Yeah, I'm not beating that. Might as well counter that, right? Alright. Guess we'll find out now if... Okay, that's kind of an awesome top deck, yeah? I can now protect it. If they go to Murderous Rider that, I think I just counter that. And they lose their creature. Oh, okay, we're back in business. They do have an active Escanta. That's a thing. Okay. Let's see, what do I have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, well, that worked out nicely. Bolt them. Jeez. Stop it. Just wanted to deal 2 damage to you. How do I unmute? I misplayed. I forgot it's my turn. Whatevs. Oh, nice. We're probably dead. Yeah, good game. Nice play. My draws didn't line up very well into what they had. All right, 3-1. Let's try to get another win in there. On the play again. I hate mulliganing on the play. This is fine, right? Yeah. Do I get rid of an island, or do I just keep my lands? I do have an opt. I think I'm going to get rid of Fabled Passage. I can opt turn 1. Cool. I have found against these blue aggressive decks, Nope. That's... Okay, well, maybe we're going to be mono blue tempo today. I mean, we've got all the cards for it. Yeah. This is blue-white control. Again, it's a different deck than what we've seen so far. Ah, Esper. So they definitely have Mortify up. No. You know what? We're just gonna... This is why I have Tricksters in here, to eat removal. Sure. Go for it. That is why they're in there. Okay, that's great. Now I can fight over Teferi and bounce as Kanta, etc., etc., etc. So playing Cast Down. Cast Down's a great removal spell. Dadgummit, man. I'm just gonna get rid of this. If I can get them to Dovin's Veto, that would be kind of cool. The shock's essentially useless, so... What? Okay. All mystical disputes, negates are going to come in. Discard base control is really, really tough to deal with. Just make them waste it. Again, if they cast down, that's A-okay. Teferi. Nice. Jeez. 4 mana. Alright. These control decks. Alright. If I'm hitting them for 5. I mean, that was their entire turn. We might just get in there. Have a bunch of burn spells.
I can no longer stand by and watch.
Okay. So, the question is... Nothing. There is no question. Only having one red mana source there kind of hurt, but... Esper Control. Maybe the deck I like playing against the least. They have Teferi. So, Shock's coming out. And Merfolk Trickster was good there. Probably just Lightning Strike, actually. I want threats. What about Gadwick? Yeah, actually, Gadwick seems great. They were playing a lot of discard. If I recall, Esper lists from old standard were playing maybe a few counterspells. Yeah, this is awesome. We've got interaction, we've got some removal. Spell Pierce is such an awesome card. I don't know why I play decks without it. Every time I play with it, I always just think it's the bee's knees. What? So I think I'm just gonna go face. Ah, they have no counterspells. What are you doing holding priority? In case you didn't notice, there was a pause there, which essentially means that they had a stop on my upkeep. So, just gonna dump all of our shots into their face. Okay, you know what? I've got Spell Pierce. They are welcome to kill it if they would like. Okay. They might try to resolve us to Teferi. No. They're going to do it on my upkeep. There it is. Why would you wait until my upkeep? Now I can fight over it. Whatever. Whatever. And they take 2. Jeez, we might... I've got now essentially 3 counterspells to fight over that. There's something about these aggressive disruptive decks, like I like to call them. Hell no! I just sweared. What? Oh my gosh. Esper Control going down to blue-red tempo. These aggressive disruptive decks are just so much fun when they work. And this hand seems like a keep if I just had lands. This hand seems fine. I'm going to get rid of the Spell Pierce since I don't know with whom I am playing. Great. Another... more control. Just get this Thought Erasure. Pop this. No, control's a perfectly fine archetype. I should be good against control, although the games are always super tense. Yeah. Let's see if I can get a Spell Pierce. Yeah, I'll take that. That's fine.
I know my responsibility.
Hopefully he'll minus. No.
I've got time.
Okay. Well... I'm gonna bounce him, get some value out of this. Yep. Teferi takes a lot of the fun out of these control decks. But if I can get him to minus... Jeez, come on, man. What are you doing? We'll just get rid of him and we'll be naked for a turn. This isn't actually a 2-for-1 though.
That didn't pan out.
It's a 1-for-1. Strike for his Teferi. This is, again, a reason why I brought in the red removal. Because it is good against aggro, but also against... Jeez, wow. Okay. Well... so my goal here is to play Cutthroat Borrower, get some threats out there. Okay.
Focus and discipline.
That's the thing.
Thoughtfulness before action.
Okay. Teferi's actually fine here. So they're holding up counterspell of some sort. I guess they're not going to cast him. So that is removal because they've got... Probably kill Cutthroat now. Oh, absorb. Really? So they are playing counterspells. Yep. So there's the Teferi. I can't actually do anything about that.
Let's slow this down. There goes nothing.
Board wipe hurts. That doth hurt a bunch. Jeez, they just have everything. I'm gonna make sure I use my red mana here. I assume that this game is we've lost, but we'll see. So Azcant is going to be able to transform here, and my spell pierce is essentially dead. So yeah, we probably lost. Yep, good game. So I'm guessing it's obviously Teferi is a tough card to beat because Wizards thought that Hearthstone is a good game to mimic. Just kidding. No, Teferi's difficult, and when they have discard, that's really hard. So we're gonna bring in. Oh, nice. I guess I'll be right back. Nope. I'm gonna bring in all my counters, and I think shocks are coming out. And strike. I think it's my goal to just not let Teferi resolve. Yeah? I still don't know what to do with this Gadwork versus Trickster. Trickster's probably not good enough. The problem with decks like this is you gotta kind of... You react to what your opponent's playing, adapt, and hopefully be better in the post-board games. I haven't had Cutthroat in many of these games either, which is difficult. So they're going to have Thought Erasure on 2. So a Spell Pierce would be lovely. Asking you shall receive. And that's even better. Yeah. Well, they just did that, so... Good stuff. So this might be a bit risky. There's a chance that they could absorb it. But... Come on, man. Stop having all the answers. That's quite lovely. And go double bolt. Get them down to 12. Because they don't have counterspells. How much you want to bet he has Teferi? It's funny, it used to be Teferi 5 that was the problem. I would love if they were to cast Teferi 5. Paying 5 mana for something. I'm gonna keep that, just hopefully I'll draw land here. Golly gee. But now at least I can fight over 2 things. So... yeah, we can let that happen. Nine points of band damage to the face. Man, I just cannot draw my other land. Stop it. Or threats. Come on. Play your Teferi. What do they have? That's a problem. That's what they have. Just get value out of this. A Gadwick would be nice. I have 3 Gadwicks in the deck. Okay. That's a hasty threat. That is el problemo. I do lose my borrower. That's probably a good game. Well played. Dream Trawler got me. So, 4-2. Would a good player get a better record? Probably. Four and two? Yeah. Technically it's 3-2. My opponent conceded at the beginning, but 1,700 gold. I paid 100 gold, 1,000 gold to get in, 1,700 gold to get out. So, let's see what I get. Ah, that's a card that I'll definitely play. And more vault filler. Anyways, so that's it. The deck seems fine. Spell Pierce was all-star, obviously. Quench, like the counterspells are the counterspells seem fine. We played against a lot of control, so I'm not sure. So Trickster, I sideboarded it out a lot, but it seems like a threat that's good against the creature matchups. Obviously, the burn again did come out a lot, but we played against control, so I think I might want just better sideboard against control. So I don't know if I want another negate. I don't know, but I'm gonna stop there for now. That was a lot of fun, and we made some profit. So that will be it. So showing those disruptive aggressive decks can rock.